Rio Ferdinand tells Arsenal fans to apologise to Mikel Arteta signing over comments made. Rio Ferdinand called on Arsenal supporters to apologise to Kai Havertz after doubting whether he was worth the £65 million the Gunners paid Chelsea for his services. Arsenal supporters who doubted Kai Havertz should be made to apologise to the German forward, according to Rio Ferdinand. Havertz joined Arsenal in a £65 million transfer from Chelsea in the summer window, arriving alongside Declan Rice, Jurrien Timber and David Raya. While fans were agreed on the importance of signing Rice from West Ham for a club record £105 million fee, the arrival of Havertz split opinion. He only contributed 32 goals and 12 assists in 139 matches for Chelsea, although one of those goals did win the Blues the Champions League final in 2021. Not everybody was convinced that Mikel Arteta knew what he was doing in shelling out so much for Havertz, but he has won over the fans recently. The Germany international now has 10 goals and 5 assists this season and was instrumental in the 3-0 win over Brighton, which sent Arsenal top of the Premier League. And speaking ahead of Arsenal's Champions League quarter-final first leg against Bayern Munich, Ferdinand urged fans to put some respect on his name. There was huge pressure when he first arrived, Ferdinand said on TNT Sports. When we talk about the character of players and being the makeup of any top player, he has got that. He was questioned by a lot of Arsenal fans. When I walk around here and anywhere at Arsenal, I always say to the Arsenal fans, have you apologised to Havertz? They need to say sorry. They need to apologise. Former Arsenal defender Martin Keown then admitted he was one of the doubters. He said, at the start of the season we were not sure. I sat on the fence a little bit, but I am glad I did because look at the composure he now has, look at the quality and the movement, he just ghosts into that central position and he's done that quite a few times. His goal involvements recently are crazy. They gave him time, the manager believed in him and he's paying him back now in bucket loads. Ferdinand added, that is where Arteta has to get a lot of credit. Some managers would have Brighton panicked and said, I'll take you out now, but he persevered with him because he believed in the quality, and this kid has paid him back. Fans may have doubted, but Arteta was never in their camp. Speaking after the win at Brighton, he said of Havertz, he's certainly having a huge impact on the team. His overall performances have been really good and now his numbers for goal contributions are really high, he needs to maintain that. I think his understanding of the attacking players was superb. I think they had real purpose and connection and a lot of clarity on where to attack and we created many chances. Kai Havertz's versatility has really helped Arsenal a lot and he will even change the Gunners' transfer plans. The German player has never really settled in any position during his 3 seasons with Chelsea. The fact that there are so many coaches coming and going at Stamford Bridge makes Kai Havertz have to get used to many different positions and tasks. They have used him as a number 9, number 10, number 8 and sometimes even as a winger. However, Mikel Arteta made it clear that he wanted to use his student when he first arrived at the Emirates. Sources at the club revealed that when Havertz arrived for a controversial fee of £65 million last summer, Arteta wanted to use him in a midfield position. The idea is that the 24-year-old will be able to fill the number 8 position occupied by Granit Xhaka last season and give the Gunners more attacking flexibility. At first, this idea didn't seem to have much effect. Havertz was used as a striker in the Community Shield victory over Manchester City, but after that he played almost exclusively as a midfielder. Havertz had to learn to get used to this layout and it wasn't until December that things gradually stabilised. However, a season with 38 rounds always contains many variables. Gabriel Jesus' injury, Eddie Nketiah's poor form and Jorginho's unexpected promotion forced Arteta to push Havertz to play higher. In the last 7 matches, Havertz has played highest in the Gunners' attack and that is not a bad plan. Currently, Havertz cannot be considered a false number 9. He runs hard, tackles and of course scores more often. He is doing exactly what you would expect Harry Kane to do when Bayern Munich visit the Emirates on Tuesday. Since returning to the main role, Havertz has appeared in 7 matches and scored 4 goals. The goal against Brighton helped him score 9 goals in the Premier League, a record for Havertz himself since moving to England to play football. While things were going well, Arteta admitted he had to cancel his original plans with the German international. He told reporters after the match at Amex Stadium, a lot of times the players decide where they have to play. You can have certain ideas, but then you see certain relationships and it flows. When it flows, you have to let it continue. That's exactly what's happening to Kai right now. Arsenal is still expected to add a top striker next summer. Victor Gyökeres and Nico Williams are names that Arsenal's board of directors are very interested in. However, if Havertz continues to score and bring Arsenal to the top, Arteta may have to think again. How formidable has Kai Havertz made number 9 Arsenal Arteta? Top strikers always possess the running skills to deceive the opposing defense like that. And Havertz, a player who grew up as an attacking midfielder, also possesses that. He is becoming the final piece of the puzzle to help Arsenal become a truly complete team. At the beginning of this season, Arsenal had difficulty taking advantage of scoring opportunities in the opponent's penalty area, but since Mikel Arteta has used Havertz more often in the number 9 and defender role, has completely transformed on the offensive front. 11 rounds of Premier League 2024, except for the 0-0 draw against Man City when Arsenal advocated playing defensively. The remaining 10 matches the Gunner won all, scoring 38 goals during the first half year. After joining the Gunners from Chelsea, Kai Havertz's regular position in the Arsenal squad was number 8 on the left wing. In some of Arsenal's big matches, Havertz was placed in the virtual number 9 position by Arteta. However, in the last 7 rounds, Havertz has always been placed in the centre position. In those 7 matches, Havertz scored 5 goals and had 4 assists, bringing the total number of times he scored in all competitions this season to 15. It would not be surprising if Havertz surpassed his achievement. 19 GA season 2021-22 with Chelsea, his best season in England to date. The physical profile of Havertz, who is 6 feet 4 inches, 193 centimeters tall, gives Arsenal another dimension in the final third, allowing them to be more direct and varied in their final passes into the box. But the most important thing is still the mindset of running and finding space, a trait in Kai that is always highly appreciated by experts. A lot of times, the players decide where they have to play. Kai is a midfielder, but he has the instincts and soul of a number 9. That's what's happening with Kai at the moment, and he feels really comfortable there as number 9. The whole team is playing better with Kai up front and the rest happens naturally, Arteta said after the victory against Brighton. 6.5 months ago, Havertz appeared embarrassed by the fanfare from his teammates surrounding his first goal for Arsenal, a penalty in a 4-0 win over Bournemouth. But now it's a completely different Havertz, completely at ease, with positive body language, both on and off the field. Obviously Kai is in a very different moment, a very different state, Arteta said. Kai has a lot of great teammates around him and we tried to create the most suitable environment for him, which I think is extremely important for any player, for them to feel confident. And we hope to give Kai the love he needs. He certainly has the admiration of the players, club staff and now also from Arsenal supporters. In the victory over Brighton, Kai Havertz, in addition to scoring very number 9, also created a 3-0 score for Leandro Trossard. That was the match in which Havertz was the player who created the most opportunities, for 2 big chances, and was also the player with the most successful tackles, for Havertz is not Arsenal's best striker or playmaker this season. But there is an important professional statistic that shows that he is the top 1 gunner. That is the frequency of his actions leading to goals. On average, every 90 minutes in the Premier League this season, Havertz has 0.71 actions that indirectly or directly lead to a goal for Arsenal. Havertz's mark in the final third of the field is truly valuable. The best version of Kai is still ahead. Don't forget, this is his first season here and Kai, 24, is still in the process of building strong relationships with his teammates. He still has many aspects he can develop and improve to become an even better player in the future.